really appeal to the world community that this is the time to take notice. Secondly, there is another thing happening in India. In Assam, the government has passed a Citizen Registration Act. What does that mean? That means that every citizen has to prove their citizenship. This is what happened in Myanmar. Before the ethnic cleansing of Muslims started there, they were all supposed to first prove their citizenship. This is what is happening in Assam. Some 2 million people, mostly Muslims, are now required to prove that they actually are citizens of India. And according to one of the Indian ministers, the same act will, by 2024, will be all over India. So, along with this act, there is another law just recently passed, that from Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Bangladesh, any minority that is persecuted can find citizenship in India. That means that anyone except Muslims can find citizenship in India. So therefore, if you put these two acts together, when this act goes all over India, where every citizen will have to prove their citizenship, Secretary General, please understand the implications. There are 200 million Muslims in India. So anyone who cannot prove the registration will be deregistered as a citizen. Except that all other religious minorities, Hindus, Sikhs, Christians, they can come back and seek asylum in India, so they will get citizenship, but not Muslims. So there are 200 Muslims in India. If 2 or 3% of them cannot prove their citizenship, where will they go? So this is another thing. There are riots in India already. People are out in the streets. I would urge the international community to please look into this, because we know once the crisis happens, it's much more difficult. I repeat, it's much more difficult to control it. It's much easier right now for the world community to step in and see what is happening. And I urge them, because we in Pakistan stand to suffer. As it is a country that is hosting 3 million refugees, a country which is trying to develop its own human beings, provide them the basic necessities, our country will not be able to accommodate more refugees. So I especially came here, Mr. Secretary General and High Commissioner, I especially came here that this is the time for the world community to take notice. What is happening next door can have consequences, can have an impact on the refugee population of the world,